how do you juggle fetishes in a relationship?
I mean, if they're into certain stuff, like, and you're not, it may not be a deal breaker, but then again, it may be a total deal breaker for them, and why not find that out, like, as soon as you get into the sex? Like, if it is a deal breaker, then, like, it won't work, you know? So it's like, I mean, I was with a guy for 4 years, and I didn't have any right away, any fetishes or anything that I wanted to try, but like, as time went on, I wanted to try some things, and I was like, I really want to try, like, handcuffs. And I wasn't like, let me, like, put on a strap on or anything, but I was like, I just want to try, like, handcuffs and, you know, maybe like a flogger, like something like little. And this was also again in like conservative Midwest Oklahoma. He straight up said to me, I'm not into that shit, and if you're into that shit, you need to find someone else who will do that, because I'm not going to do that with you. This was like year 3 that we were dating, and I was like, what the hell? Like, okay, first of all, tone it down. Secondly, like, we need to like be able to talk about this stuff like as an adult. But I remember that was like one of the turning points in our relationship where things started to get sour. And not because he was like, he totally like hard blocked me on that note, but he was so non-receptive and just shut down when I said that. But once someone's like that, you're just like, okay, well, you know what? Hey, don't make me call you on your bluff, because yeah, so I ended up breaking up with him.
But the most important reason you're together is for the sexuality. If you don't have the sex, you're just friends.
You're friends, right? Yeah, you're a friend.
If you can't grow sexually, it's like if you can't grow financially, if you can't grow psychologically or something, it's the same thing.
Yeah, you'll remain stagnant in whatever like mindset, financial situation where you're at, and I don't think things can continue to remain stagnant. Nothing remains stagnant.
And what's
ever.
better than coming, right?
Nothing. Or someone who is into you and like wants to make you happy and does stuff to appease like what you're into. Obviously, don't do anything that is a hard no for you like ever in life. But I mean, even before I got into like the whips and the flogging and stuff, the guy that I was with, that I did get into that stuff with, he wanted to try it, and I was like, you know, I've never done it, but like it interests me, and like I wanted to do it with like the last person I was with, and they didn't want to, but like I want to try it. And then he wanted to try anal, which like I wasn't really into, but I was like, you know what, I really like this person, I'm gonna try it out because like I care about you, and it's not on my hard no list, so like yeah, I'll try it. And I ended up liking it, and then we did anal like not all the time. I mean, we still did it. It was like the main one was like the primary choice. It was still something that like if we'd never had an adult conversation and like what we were interested in, it never would have happened. So like I definitely do think you're right. Like people have to grow sexually and mentally and emotionally in a relationship. And if any of those can't work, then it's a standstill. So I almost got married at a young age, and it's like, oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't, because I would have been like, first of all, it would have ended because like we weren't into the same things, like sexually didn't match up. And like some people, it just blows my mind that some people get married and like at 19 or 20, and then they're just like gung-ho for life, and then later find out like, oh, what, like they had an affair and they've been having affairs. Or like some people get so mad when they find out their partner is like watching porn, and it's like, well, would you rather them like go off and find a harem of women to enact all this stuff out with?
So do you have any big plans for this year?
I did really well in 2018. I shot 158 scenes, which was a lot. I just want to continue to go at the momentum I have been going, and I'm taking like acting classes as well, just to be better in my features and everything, which definitely paid off, because then they see how good you do, and then they put you in more features. And my plans would be, I guess, to keep at the momentum I'm going, write more scenes, to collab with directors on, to also be nominated for as much as I was nominated for this year. Well, at AVN I got 5 nominations. My one I'm most proud of is Female Performer of the Year. That's like the biggest one you can get as like a woman in our industry, and I got it after being in for a little over 2 years, so I'm just like, what? And then I got 2 Best Actress nominations, and then Best Gangbang Scene, and then the other ones for Best Gangbang / Origin Movie. So, yeah, good year. When I went into the nomination party, I thought, like, if I just get 1 nomination for my acting, I'll be happy. Like, I don't need anything else. Because I put a lot of work into it, and I wanted to see, like, a bit of recognition, because I mean, nominations to me are kind of, it's so competitive and they're so sparse, especially when you consider all the girls in the industry that are trying to get to like that point and be in that category. Girls constantly like coming out to, you know, LA or Miami to do porn, and then I still like get booked for like teen scenes and stepsister or stepdaughter stuff. So I'm glad that I do work so much in like such a competitive field of like, there's like new like 18-year-olds coming like every single day.
Do you think of them in terms of competition, or do you think of them in terms of like the more the merrier? Like,
it's a little bit of both. Everyone who comes in is like competition in another sense. Like if someone wants to book me, if someone wants like Whitney, they're gonna book Whitney, like no matter if it's like oh, we just need a young brunette, which there's millions of, and any agency will be like, I've got 18 I can send you right now, they'll be there in 30 minutes. Like, I think me working as hard as I have and building the reputation that I've worked on, being Whitney, being someone who like has a great attitude on set, shows up on time, has like a Spiegler girl reputation. So I feel like everyone has a certain uniqueness that they can bring, and if you have something that sets yourself apart from everyone else, then no matter what, they're gonna want you, they're gonna want like that person. I think it's great that more girls are coming in. I wish like everyone can have like the success that they want, because it can get competitive and hard, and been friends with girls and like lived in model houses with girls over the year, that they literally, they can't take it if they've been looked over for something, and like the company chose another girl or something, because like I can't tell you like how many times that's happened to me. It's like so much, and it sucks when it happens, but like all you can do at the end of the day is do the best as you can as being you. So, and I feel like if I can do that and keep doing that, then I can reach my full potential, whatever that may be.